Good afternoon, Year 8, and welcome to my ASL Assembly on Tuesday the 12th of May. Hope you're all okay and having a fantastic week. I've really started to miss you at the moment whilst we've been at home. Been looking through some of the old photos since I've been with you in Year 7. And these are two of the wonderful photos that I did find, one from Forest Schools and one from when we had a form rewards party there with a pizza party. And it just really made me smile looking at these photos, and hopefully you do exactly the same as you see some of your friends and your peers on the pictures, and think about all the good times we had whilst you're at school and start to look forward to those when we do return. So, first of all, I just wanted to see who actually achieved the challenges that I set you last week. So there was that real big push to try and achieve those 8 challenges. And I'd say, on the whole, lots of you actually achieved them. I can definitely say I saw lots of you attending lessons on time, being prepared and making sure that you are there. As you've probably noticed now in most of your lessons, there is actually a register for you to check yourself in each lesson, and that will be a link that's provided by your teachers to make sure you gain that attendance mark. Myself and Mr. Rose will be checking that regularly, so even though we've passed the 8th of May, I still want you to be focusing on that top one there and making sure that our attendance is as high as possible, Year 8. If you know people who aren't logging on and are at home and you're talking to them via social networking, then please give them that urge and that push to try and log on to the virtual school and see what fantastic lessons they're missing and try and improve that Year 8 attendance. Challenge 2, tweet, tag or email a piece of work you're proud of. I saw a bit of that, but I could have saw a bit more. So that challenge, I want to keep that one going throughout this week, please. And I want to see lots of you feeling confident and tagging me in those pieces of work in your lessons, because every time you tag me, I get a notification and it encourages me to go and pop in your lesson and see what work is going on. So please make sure you continue that this week, please. Same with challenge 3, asking the questions to your teachers to show that you're engaged. I saw lots of that in lessons when I pop in and out, but I would like to see more of that, so keep that up. Challenge 4, I'm sure all of you achieved that and have managed to do 2 forms of physical activity throughout your time last week. Can I see some of you continue doing those 1-minute tests that I set you the challenge for, and see if you can improve them, because as your fitness improves, so should your scores. Challenge 5, hopefully you all got to do that and take some time to yourself. I saw lots of you on Twitter who were actually going out and doing some exercise or doing some baking, which was really good to see, so keep that up. Again, I can't actually see whether you achieved challenge 6, but I'm sure lots of you did and got in contact with those people who were part of your team Year 8 and had a little chat to them and see how they're getting on at home, and obviously talking about your return to school and getting a bit excited to see each other. Challenge 7, again, I haven't seen any evidence of that, but I'm sure lots of you did that, because it's really nice to reflect on 3 different things that you'd like to achieve throughout the year and keep those in the back of your mind all the time. And then complete that bank holiday challenge. Again, I saw the odd tweet of some of you who got involved with that and trying to prepare some materials for our new Year 7s who will be joining us in September. Even though we've finished the bank holiday, again, I'd love to see more Year 8s tweeting that challenge out or sending it me via email, because they can go on our transition page on our website, which will be really useful. So well done on the whole, Year 8. I think lots of you achieved those challenges of a set. And as I've said, some of these will continue into this week, and I will be really pushing you to try and achieve them. So 7 weeks is a long time. We're actually in the 8th week now of being off school, but it's been 7 weeks since I've actually saw you all, and that's a long time. It's the longest that you've actually been away from Aldersley since you've started. So you have that lovely 6 weeks holiday when you finished Year 7 and then moved into Year 8, but we're now on 7 weeks. It's the longest I've gone without actually seeing your faces since you've joined Aldersley. And I'm not going to lie, I do really miss seeing your faces around school. And some of you won't admit it, but I'm sure you miss seeing mine as well, along with the rest of the pastoral team and all your teachers. So it's a very long time to have not seen each other. It's a whole half term in school, so 7 weeks is normally the length of a whole half term. But this is you guys on this picture here. Some of you look happier than others. A few of you there at the front don't look very happy. Some of you do, some of you don't. But there you all are as a year group. And it's so lovely to look at this picture and see your little faces staring at me on my laptop screen. And it makes me really excited for our return to school and when I get to see you again. But I just wanted to remind you all that even though 7 weeks is a long time to be off school and not see some of your friends and your teachers, it's also a very long time where you can still be achieving lots of different things. So even though you might be itching to go out and you might be itching to get back to school, a bit like me, at the moment, it's best that we stay at home. But whilst we are at home, you can still achieve lots of different things during that time. So this week, I want you to focus on my Stay Positive challenges. And if you do use Twitter, use the hashtag Stay Positive. And if you don't use Twitter, there's nothing stopping you dropping me an email or messaging me in the Year 8 teams. So the Stay Positive challenge that I want you to do, some of you will already be doing these anyway, but I really want you to focus on these to make you feel happy, hopefully, and bring that positivity to you. So the first one is learn a new skill. And I'll put some examples on there: cooking, skipping, singing, dancing, drawing, even a new language maybe. Those are just a few of the ideas that you could do. There is lots of new things that you could learn and have a go at. So I really want you to focus whilst you're at home to keep yourself busy. Think about what new skill you'd love to learn. Think about obviously what you've got at home. There's no point in you setting a challenge to learn a new skill and you haven't got the things that you need to learn that skill at home. So think about things that you can actually achieve whilst at home and have a go. And then shout out and be really proud and let me know what you're doing, because I'm always really interested in seeing what you're doing. The second one is a really good one, and I'm sure most of you haven't been doing this, but it's something to get your teeth stuck into and have a go at whilst you're at home. And that's preparing for your future. Because when you do come back to school, you're going to be very close, or if not, starting into year 9. And you're going to be starting those GCSE and those BTEC courses that you opted to do. And you need to know what those courses are all about. You need to know where they're going to take you in the future. And hopefully you already did that following our options evening and all the other assemblies that we did. But this is the time now to sit at home and look at those 2 options that you chose and actually have a look what those courses entail and look at what careers that they can give you at the end, or what A levels they can push you on to do, and what degrees you can go and do at uni with them. So I want you to set you the challenge to start researching and looking at those courses that you're doing. That includes your English, your maths and your science courses as well. Have a look online and see what the GCSE courses include, and you can start preparing yourself for that start in year 9. Third challenge I want you to do is I want you to draw your journey and what have you achieved so far, because I think some of us forget when we're reflecting back on what we've been doing, thinking, oh, I'm not doing very good at the moment, I'm not getting student of the week, or I'm not that person who gets a shout out every day from Miss Dunn or in her assemblies. But actually, you probably have achieved a lot. All of us have. And I think I was doing this as one of my challenges for the New Year 7s joining up, to reflect on what they've done at their primary school. And I thought it'd be really nice for you guys to do the same. And I'd like to see those, please. I want you to send them to me, or email me them, or tweet them, and have a reflect on your journey, right from primary school through to where you are in year 8. And along the way, I'm sure you can point out some key things that have stood out to you as things that you've achieved. And it doesn't just have to be academic success. So it doesn't have to be you got the highest grade in a maths score, or you scored the most in a spelling score when you were back in year 2. It can be whatever you want it to be. It could be when you learn to ride a bike, because that's a skill in itself. And some people now at our age, well, at my age definitely, and your age, still can't ride a bike because they haven't had that opportunity to learn to do so. So it can be anything that you like. It can be things that you're proud of and things that you want to notice and put on that map. So have a go at drawing that journey, have that reflection time, and then that will help you with challenge 2, where you prepare for your future ahead. And then the final one there, which is a challenge that you should all be doing anyway, but I really want to highlight it this week in my Stay Positive challenges, and that's spending some time doing things that you don't normally get to do. And I know a lot of staff, including myself, have spoke about having that time to go on a walk and appreciate what's around them, and where you live. And you don't normally do that, but obviously because we've had the opportunity to go and do that daily exercise, a lot of us have noticed that. So whatever it may be, I just want you to have a go at doing some things that you don't normally get the time to do, because whilst we have got the time at home, we need to try and appreciate it. So, year 8, these are your challenges this week. And I want to see, there's only 4 on there, and I'm going to keep pushing these, not just this week, but over the next few weeks, so I can see that you're all engaging and you're all having that time to get these challenges completed. So these are your focus this week, as well as obviously attending your lessons and doing what you're doing on a normal day-to-day basis. I want you to think about these 4 challenges to bring you that positivity and also having that reflection time as well. So, time to celebrate who got the most points from last week. And a big shout out there to Hassan at the top with 1,710 points. That's absolutely fantastic. Well done. Really representing the year group well with the most points there. And then followed by James, Ayat, Deborah, Isabel J, Connor N, Nayana, Joanne, Melody, and Neve B there at the bottom. So, well done to all those students who are in the top 10 for year 8. But what I'm really, really proud of is that AT have made it back to the top of the form leaderboard. And that's across the whole school. It's not just year 8, it's across the whole school. And last week, AT dropped right down. But there they are, back at the top again, working as a team and showing the rest of Aldersley how fantastic they are. So well done to AT. Also, a massive shout out to 8D and 8S, who are closely behind, just following behind. So we had the top 3 forms across the whole school. Amazing, well done. Keep that up, year 8. And then also 8L, 8Y, and 8R also made it into that top 10. So out of 8 forms, we had 6 forms in the top 10. I'm so proud of you, year 8. Keep it up. Next week, can we have all 8 forms in the top 10? Let's see. So, students of the week, it's always a hard one for me, obviously not getting to see you in person, but just working with you virtually on the school. There's so many of you, I see in your lessons engaging, working hard, producing some fantastic work, and I find it really hard just to choose one student. But for me, this week, the student that I've decided to give my award to is a young man who is very quiet. He gets on with what he's doing. This is when we were at school. And he sometimes can get unnoticed. But in the virtual school, I have noticed him working really hard, getting lots of praise from his teachers. And I feel like it's about time that I gave him a little bit of praise as well. So the student of the week for me this week is Harry S. So well done to you, Harry. Your certificate will be with you shortly via email. And keep up the good work. And then the head of year student of the week from Mr. Rose is a student who I would totally agree with. Always works hard, always prepared, very respectful, and definitely a young lady who likes to challenge herself, both academically and in her out of school activities as well. And Mr. Rose has noticed how well you are doing on his start to Aldersley, and he feels that you are his student of the week. So well done to Isabel J. Keep it up. Your work has been noticed and you are doing really, really well whilst working at home. And also, I thought it'd be nice to celebrate the school values, because I know lots of you, and I do it with my year 7, so I thought, why am I not doing it with year 8? Lots of you to like to get the school value badges for your blazers, and obviously you can collect these when you return to school. But I thought it was about time we started celebrating the students who do these school values as well. So the first one there, be prepared, gone for a student who is working exceptionally hard in the virtual school and has definitely been noticed, and I've been really impressed with her and her work ethic. So well done to you, Autumn. You've got your Be Prepared badge as someone we feel has really pushed that this week and since we've been off. Show Respectful badge, always a hard one to give at times, but it's good to see those students who are always polite and always respectful to staff and to their peers. And it doesn't go unnoticed even though we're not actually at school. And the student that we've decided to award that to this week is Jared. Well done to you, always working hard, getting on with what you have to do, and you have earned the Show Respect badge. And then the final one there at the bottom, challenge yourself. This could have gone to lots of students last week because all of you were challenging yourself with the challenges that I'd set you, with the bank holiday challenges. In your lessons, the teachers were challenging you. But the student that myself and Mr. Rose feel deserves it this week is Baldeep. So well done to you. You have been working exceptionally hard in all of your lessons. So next week, I want to see, obviously we'll have different names up there hopefully, and I want to see you all pushing yourself to try and get a shout out from the school values or students of the week. And as always, like to see what's going on Twitter from staff and students. So some shout out to the students on here, or groups of students should I say. So the first one there is Phoebe, who I'm so proud of, has took a real liking to some physical activity outside of school and has been doing some fantastic bike rides. And 13.15k is absolutely amazing. So well done to you, Phoebe. I'm really proud of you. Well done to Ocean, who took part in my bank holiday challenge. A lovely little message there for our new year 7s. Well done to you, Ocean. And then Mrs. Kirk was really proud of her class, who are working hard, with a special mention to Christina, who's been really doing well with her programming. So well done to you, Christina. Hannah working amazing, doing all of her Seneca tasks on English. And I've seen lots of tweets from you, Hannah, throughout the week. So well done to you, Hannah. Keep it up. Ashwarya there, who's taking part in one of the science challenges, I think was set by Miss Thompson. So well done to you. Special shout out for you and your involvement in your science lessons. Mr. Edwards was really proud of his year 8 and 9 classes. So if you are doing DT at the moment with Mr. Edwards, he is really proud of the work that you're doing. So keep it up. Mr. Grimshaw there at the bottom, who was tweeting some of the work from Zara and Joanne in the Happiness Hour lesson last week, which was a real success, and it was great to see lots of you getting involved in that, so well done to you girls. Another one there from our Amethyst Happiness Hour, and that was Sarah. I retweeted that, some work that she'd been doing in that lesson, so well done to you. Another one there from Mr. Grimshaw, who was really impressed with his forest school classes, who were making things out of household and garden items that they had, which sounds like an exciting challenge for you to get involved with. So well done to the students who've been tweeted there. And then Miss Nuttall was really proud of her 8B1 class, in particular Tommy, with his extended knowledge in the lesson. And it's great to see those staff giving Year 8 a big shout out. So well done to you all. So before I leave you, as well as the positive challenges that I've set this week, I also want to see lots of you getting online and making sure you're checking in with myself and Mr. Rose. The icon there on the right is the Year 8 Aldersley Students Team group, and I'm sure you should already know that group because you're in there, or should be in there, each morning at lunchtime and at the end of school to see what's been going on. If you're not checking into that group, I want you to really challenge yourself this week to make sure you're checking in daily. Just have a look what's going on, see who's been getting some shout out and some praise. There's always some activities that are posted at form time as well for some students who want to get things done at form time. And please make sure you're trying to log on in that group and keep in contact with your year group. So have a fantastic week, Year 8. Hopefully you've enjoyed my assembly. Stay safe at home and keep in touch with me, and I'll speak to you again next week. Bye.